Hey guys, it's Starting Out Solitary, it's Tara, and it's week 34, and this week's topic is dating as a pagan. And I know some of us are married that are in the collab, and some of us are in relationships, and a few of us are single. So you're going to get a fairly well-rounded perspective on this. I myself am married, and I wasn't out and out, like, admittedly pagan, but I think everybody probably knew it way before I, like, accepted it in myself, especially as a teenager. I was kind of like the goth kid, enough said. That being said, most of the people I ended up dating were kind of the same non-conforming, outcast type group where most of us could give two shits about what people believed in their spirituality. So in a way that was kind of nice. No one really judged me for being religious or not religious as it was. As I got older, and before I married my current husband, who is accepting of my path, though he doesn't believe in it or follow it. He's atheist, so he just, whatever. But he's respectful of what I do, and that's fine. And that's fine. I was previously married, and though that person knew I had at least a passing interest in paganism. At that point, I was not really spiritually in touch with anything. He was Roman Catholic. And I will disclaimer this by saying I know not all, or probably even most Catholics or Christians are this way. This was just my personal experience. We ended up having a lot of conversations about how we would raise our future children, and without fail, you'd be like, they're going to follow my family's spirituality. And I'm like, really? I have no say in this whatsoever. And though that was definitely not the biggest issue in the relationship to cause us to actually end up getting a divorce, we're fine as friends, but that's it. It added that extra bump in the situation where he was raised in a very different lifestyle, and in his religion they don't really smile very friendly on paganism. He was a little bit more liberal, as he would not force me, though he would wish that I would go to church with him, and I did a few times, and that he knew that it wasn't what I was drawn to or anything, and for the most part he respected that. But as it came to planning future children, that wasn't gonna fly. What's funny, later on, the nieces that I absolutely adored, and were really sad, more sad that I was leaving the nieces in that family than my actual relationship, pretty much all of them are now pagan. So, kind of ironic. But my dating experience was never, other than really that one big instance, most of the people I dated either could give two shits of what spiritual path I followed, or they were of a similar mindset. Since I was atheist for most of my younger years and teens, I definitely showed an interest in witchcraft and paganism. And I think in my heart I knew I was a pagan, but I was just kind of like, I'm too cool for school kind of shit. But yeah, I would say if someone cannot accept your spirituality and respect that, they don't have to follow it. But if they can't respect your own personal beliefs, and if you have a big conflict such as raising your children of a spirituality that contradicts your own, find out that type of information really early on in a dating situation, because that could be a deal breaker for many people, and it's better to find out early on in the relationship if someone is respectful of your path, and you would at least find a way to come to an agreement where everybody is at least somewhat happy with the situation, such as, I know quite a few people who have a relationship where two people have two different spiritual paths, but when it comes to their children, they allow the children to choose what path they follow. And I believe I don't think we've covered it already, but I think in a future topic we will cover like paganism and children and all that stuff. But yeah, someone that you're dating should respect your path. They don't have to follow it, but they need to respect you and your beliefs and not disrespect it. If someone's making fun of, like, they make fun of what you do, like, oh, you think you're on the craft or something, I don't know, just something childish. I mean, once in a while, everybody likes to rib on other people just to get their goat, but if it's like a constant thing, and it's kind of malicious, I would shake that person off. So, that's my thought on this topic. So, probably TMI for some of you guys with my own personal history, but that's what this is all about. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.